Welcome to S Sweet Lifestyle. As you know, we're going to be talking about different topics each week in regards to coffee, cigars, bourbon, scotch, and just different kinds of adult and lifestyle type topics every single week. On this week's episode, I wanted to talk to you about just some coffee and different blends of coffee that I drink. As you know, I am a coffee fan. I try all different types of coffee. One coffee in particular that I really like is this West Rock coffee here, which is a Mesa morning blend. Then I also like one that's from Sprouts, which I'm going to open on this video right here, which is this organic Sumatra coffee. And this particular one is a medium dark roast. It's very, very smooth. It's got like some earthy notes. Now, this is whole bean and this is pre-grinded coffee here. So we're going to just go into it a little bit, jump right into it of how I normally prepare my coffee. So it's going to be somewhat of a tutorial, but it's also going to be a live demonstration of how I actually do my coffee myself. So like I said, this particular one I got from Sprouts. You can get them from, you can get it online or from another stores. I'm not sure if Kroger actually sells this brand. If you have a Kroger in your area, or if you have an HEB, or you have a Publix, you can just give them a try and see. If not, you can Google search it online. I'll post it down in the comments below. But on this one here, I'm going to go ahead and open this up and get right to it because I know that we love to drink like coffee on this channel. So what I have here is I have a couple of different coffee types here that I'm going to demonstrate. Now, I'm going to talk a little bit about the different tools that I have in regards to the coffee, because I want you to get a live tutorial demonstration on specifically how to grind the beans, how to French press it and pour it in the cup. And then we're going to do a review of the actual taste right here. And keep in mind, I've had these coffees before, so I'm doing this definitely for you because, like I said, I really love coffee. So one of the first things and foremost that you're going to need, which is very, very important, you're going to need coffee, right? So we're going to go ahead and open that up. As you can see, this one right here is a brand new package right here, see? Never been opened, so I want to show you here. So this is how you know it's going to be real fresh. After I open mine, I like to put it in the refrigerator because I like my beans to kind of be a little bit cool and chill. You can keep them in the cabinet, on your coffee cabinet. It's totally up to you. And you all, as I'm opening this, I always like to smell it, and it smells so fresh. You can barely see it there. But this particular coffee, I really like right here. See that? So the beans look absolutely amazing. So what I normally do in this instance, when I'm mixing my coffee up here, two things. Off my grinder, you have a top to your grinder. You can use that. So I'm going to use mine. Go ahead and dip my spoon in there. Normally with the beans, you do about 2 teaspoons. You can do 2 tablespoons if you want. It just depends on how much that you want to put in there. But keep in mind, depending on the size of your French press, it's going to make a big difference. So I'm going to go ahead and pour those as well into my cup there. Set my coffee down here. So I have my beans right here inside of the top part of my grinder. Now, you can buy your grinder online, Amazon, it doesn't matter. Go ahead and put your coffee in there. And we're going to go ahead and grind the coffee here. I would say maybe about 10 seconds or so. If you want the beans a little bit whole, less seconds. If you want it kind of a little bit fine grain, do it for a little bit longer, but I normally go for about 10 seconds. I always hit the bottom to get the coffee to settle. Always hit the top there as well. So sometimes you have a little bit of remnants of coffee that's stuck. Just make sure it's not wet on the inside. Then the next thing that you want to do is you want to grab your French press, okay? So I have a glass French press here. There are 2 different ones that I have, a glass and I have my metal one. The metal one, some people say coffee taste have a little bit of a metallic taste to it. I never really experienced that. It just depends on if you're going to invest in one of these to get a really nice one. They're going to be very, very heavy. All right, so I'm going to take off my top to my French press. I'm going to go ahead and pour my coffee on the inside. All right, now one thing you definitely want to get is you want to get you a spoon to actually stir this as well. Now, I went ahead and poured mine in the bottom, okay? Some people like to pour theirs in the top. So since we're going to be doing a live demonstration and everything, I'm going to show you the way that I would do it. Some people pour it in the bottom and then stir, and other people do not, okay? So just for the sake of this one here, you can go either or, okay? So I'm just going to leave mine in here. As you can see, it doesn't go past the little bottom lip part right there. So then you want to make sure to get you a kettle of some hot water. You can see this water is it is hot. Go ahead and start to pour that in there. All right. So now that I have that in there, this is going to kind of sit just a bit. So we have this right here. So one of the things that I like to do is once you have your French press and everything, you have your coffee in there, you're going to take a spoon and you can give it about a minute or two to kind of sit a little bit. You definitely want to stir it. You want to stir it enough to make sure that the mixture of the beans is evenly distributed throughout your French press. Put the spoon down. You can see the smoke coming up off of there. See? So that's how you know it's about to be good. Go ahead and take this here, and normally you can clean these off. You can basically untwist your French press strainer here, and you can actually clean these, which is a great idea. If you're gonna be sampling more than one different type of coffee every single day, you definitely want to clean these 3 devices off here, okay? So we have our screen here and everything. So when you put this back together and everything, you want to make sure that you put it on there right. Go ahead and put mine back there so we can go ahead and sample our cup of coffee. And get that done. All right. So what we're gonna do is when we're gonna French press this coffee, make sure that you're on a flat surface just for the sake of the video. I'm gonna kind of slide mine here so you can see it, but you see I'm going to slowly press this down, okay? What you don't wanna do is press this extremely fast. And it's kind of, the first time is gonna be kind of a little bit light, depending on the coffee that you have. I normally don't do mine more than twice. I'll probably go at the max of 2 and minimum, of course, of like 1, depending on how hard. I'll pull up a little bit. The second time is going to be a little bit hard here. Sorry, I have coffee grinds on my finger here. And I'm not pressing too hard, I'm pressing just enough. And then from that point, you select your favorite coffee cup or a coffee cup that you like, and you simply just pour. Now this is a lighter blend of coffee here. Some of them are pretty dark. This is enough for 2 cups, enough for you to enjoy 2 cups to yourself, or you enjoy a cup with someone else. So let's go ahead and let's review this coffee and see what we like about it and everything. Okay, this one is very light. I can tell it's a medium roast, of course, not too strong. To me, it kind of tastes a little bit like decaf in the sense. That's what I kind of get out of it. Once again, I'm going to pick the brand up so that you're able to see this here. And this is the Trader Joe's Organic Sumatra coffee blend. You can pick this up there. And it tells you on the back, gives you the instructions and everything. You know, two tablespoons of ground coffee for every 6 ounces of water. And so it's got I can tell it has a little bit of a earthy kind of tone to it. So definitely not bad at all. Definitely one that I like to keep around, especially if you have guests and stuff. Now, if you have a little bit more established brands of coffee or more premium blends like the Jamaican Blue Mountains that you may have around, you may not share those with everyone. But this is definitely a blend of coffee that I like to drink, and I also like to share with family and guests if they're over. They're definitely a really good flavor. And the aroma is not too strong. Like the aroma is just right. So you can probably have this, I would say in the morning. You can have this, of course, you can have coffee with anything, you know, you have for breakfast, whether it's eggs or if you do any kind of meats, like your bacons, hams, turkey sausage, whatever that you would normally have. But it's definitely something that I can see enjoying with like a muffin because it's very earthy and very light and medium roast. And your muffin, of course, will have that sweet taste. So maybe a blueberry muffin or something you could probably have with it. Okay. They're pretty good. Yes. So we're going to keep this one on the list. I'll put it down in the description. Like, listen, and subscribe to S Sweet Lifestyle, and we will go ahead and finish reviewing this coffee. We'll post the information up on the bottom down there in the description link. So click that like button if you do not mind. I want you all to definitely stay tuned because we'll definitely be getting into more different types of beverages, from coffee to bourbon to scotch and different wines and stuff like that on this channel. So let me know what you think in the comments below. See you soon.